Promise me we'll never be like them.
Like who?
All those awful couples we know, those wives who treat their men like dancing monkeys. To be trained and paraded.
Husbands who treat their wives like the highway patrol. To be outfoxed and avoided.
We have each other. Everything else is background noise.
Do you know why I admire you, Newt?
What?
More perhaps than any man I know. You do not seek power or popularity. You simply ask, is a thing right in itself? If it is, you do it no matter the cost.
And in this episode, I will talk about our personality, this altered ego, and this dragon energy called the parasite.
You're not even here, are you? I'm just seeing things, just not real. You're in my head, because you're just a parasite.
Parasite?
What's important is to have the awareness that we have this problem.
See what I've become. See what I must do to survive. Live for another. Be a parasite.
If we have the awareness, we have the opportunity to heal our emotional body, our emotional mind, and stop the suffering. The judge is judging everything we do, everything we don't do, everything we feel, and everything we don't feel.
Welcome to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
We are judging ourselves all the time, and we are judging everyone else all the time, based on what we believe and based on the sense of justice and injustice.
You've got to mean it, Harry. She killed him. She deserves it. You know the spell, Harry.
This is called the parasite, this dragon energy within us. The human mind is sick because it has a parasite that steals its vital energy and robs it of joy. That parasite is all those beliefs that make you suffer. Those beliefs are so strong that years later, when you learn new concepts and try to make your own decisions, you find those beliefs still control your life.
What do you believe in?
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
The parasite spreads like a disease from our grandparents, to our parents, to ourselves, and then we give it to our own children. The food for the parasite is the emotions that come from fear. The need to be right is the result of trying to protect the image we want to project to the outside.
Nick loved a girl I was pretending to be. Cool girl. Men always use that, don't they, as their defining compliment. She's a cool girl. Cool girl is hot. Cool girl is game. Cool girl is fun. Cool girl never gets angry at her man. She only smiles in a chagrin-loving manner.
Because we are all wounded and we have all that emotional poison that we can hardly handle. And this image of perfection tells us how we should be in order to acknowledge that we are good. But this is the biggest lie we believe about ourselves, because we are never going to be perfect. There is always something the judge can never accept or forgive. That is why we never deserve to be happy. That is why we are searching for someone who abuses us and someone who will punish us. We have a very high level of self-abuse because of that image of perfection. Your self-abuse as the parasite is hunting you 24 hours a day.
I'm onto you.
Who takes care of the good times, Jake?
We're a team.
We're best pals, Jake.
You want to get rid of me?
You know life without me?
You don't know life without me.
Do you know life without me? No, because it doesn't exist.
Do they talk about me, Jake?
No, because I don't exist. Tell all your friends
Protect
about
you,
me then, Jake.
I protect you, and I control you. If I say do, you obey. If I say you're scared.
It is always after you. It is the one who abuses you. It is more than a hunter. It is a predator. and is eating you alive. The prey, the emotional body, is that part of us that suffered and suffers. It is that part of us that wants to be redeemed. And this parasite inside of us knows everything about you. It wants the emotions that come from fear. It loves fear and drama and anger, jealousy and envy. It loves any emotion that makes you suffer. The parasite wants to get even, and it wants to be in control.
I may vomit.
Stop it!
Is this what you call control?
We've been at it for hours. If I could just rest!
The Dark Lord isn't resting.
A spiritual warrior is a hunter who hunts himself, the thoughts, the judgments, and the reactions. It's a big war because it's a war against the parasite. You decide you are going to change one routine at a time. It is a war for freedom from the dream that controls your life. To hunt yourself, you also need to be a better hunter than the parasite.
Long have I waited.
If the parasite is working 24 hours a day, you must also work 24 hours a day. The parasite has an advantage. It knows you extremely well.
Answer me, why do people think that I'm you?
I think you know.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Say it. Because... Say it. Because we're the same person.
That's right.
It's that part of you that tries to justify your behavior in front of other people. But when you are alone, it is the worst judge. It is always judging, blaming, and making you feel guilty. The parasite grows on the seeds of envy, anger, jealousy, and fear. Hunt the parasite and make it surrender. Then the mind will love your body, and you will no longer sabotage your love.
It's true, Harry. You possess many of the qualities that Voldemort himself prizes. Determination, resourcefulness, and if I may say so, a certain disregard for the rules. Why then did the Sorting Hat place you in Gryffindor?
Because I asked it to.
Exactly, Harry, exactly. Which makes you different from Voldemort. It is not our abilities that show what we truly are. It is our choices.
But that is all up to you, because this is the spiritual journey. Look, listen, and observe without judgment. Notice how your emotional responses become more honest without a story. Attention can lead to total awareness in every precious moment of life.
So weak, so vulnerable. Look at me.
Harry, it isn't how you are like. It's how you are not.
The second tool is memory. Memory is stored in matter, which is our brains, the way data is stored in a computer. We're able to store all the memories of a lifetime in one brain, but that doesn't mean those memories are real. We store impressions of things, people, and events, but since every brain perceives in its own way, even siblings remember childhood events differently.
Every memory he has access to is a weapon he can use against you. You won't last 2 seconds if he invades your mind. You're just like your father. Lazy, arrogant.
Don't say a word against my father.
Weak.
I'm not weak.
Then prove it. Control your emotions. Discipline your mind.